Hi, and welcome to Swedish Dharma Tarot, and welcome to this beautiful house in Marsala, Sicily. It used to be the winery, and it's been refurbished. So we have a couple of rooms to use. The staircase. Oh, you see my friend coming down, the Dutch girl. Yeah. There's a couple of bedrooms up there and a few more in other places in the house. It's beautiful. It's magical, and it's so nice to be here. It's Amarous Aries today. And in the pre-shuffle, 3 cards fell out. Pre-shuffle of the tarot. This one, it looks like you're off to somewhere. You're going somewhere. I don't know where. We'll see in the reading. And then you have this one. And if you have considered moving or maybe studies to starting in the autumn or the spring if you're on the southern hemisphere, you're not going to. You're going to change your mind. But this one's pretty good. This is a really stable, permanent relationship. Could be marriage. I would say marriage. And in the oracle cards, in the path of the soul, you got doves. And in the yogic path, you got karma, the sum of one's actions, it says there. So without further ado, let's get going. And if you like the video, please share it. Give me a thumbs up. And if you're on YouTube, maybe you'd consider subscribing. And during the reading, if you want to paste a question, I'll do my best to answer it at the end. So, Amarous Aries, wonderful. If you'd like a personal reading with me, totally doable. You get in contact either on Messenger if you're on Facebook, or if you're watching this on YouTube, then you can get in contact on the email in the description box. And we'll agree on a day and a time. And we can look at whatever suits you, whatever queries you might have. What does he think of me? Is this going to lead somewhere? Or maybe you want to look at your career or company. It's whatever you like. You decide. It's safer that way. That way you don't get subjected to a monologue full of information that you might not have wanted. I've been subjected to that a few times when I've been to different psychics. I don't like it. So that's why I want you to ask the questions. Let's have a look. We have both King of Staves, but you're in the reverse. But it's time now, they say. It's time now for you to transform. And we'll look a bit closer at that. And here's the Queen of Staves. She's in the upright position. And next to you, there's love. No. You have no idea how difficult it is to work mirror reversed. Right. So love in a big way with a man that's a little younger than you. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's 10, 15 or 20 years younger. You could be born in the same year. And if you're an Aries, maybe he's a Taurus or a Virgo. Or else he's 10, 15 years younger. Who knows? You know. You'll feel with this young man anyway that a lot of troubles are soothed. I think he's very much a healer. And look at that. That's his soul. So he's a sensitive human being, and he is very much a healer. And so are you. Look at this. Queen of Cups is you, and he's the Prince of Cups. So beautiful relationship and very nice symbiosis of healing each other and taking care of each other. And I think also having a lot of fun with each other. Now, I think this young man has fared quite badly. I don't know in what way. That's interesting, because here comes a card that meets up well with this one. So what it means? Well, I don't know. Maybe you haven't met yet. Maybe you're in each other's periphery. That's often the way we get into each other's circle of energy before we actually meet. But he's had it very difficult, I think, in his childhood with his dad. If his dad has maybe been an alcoholic, he was certainly a very aggressive man, and he was quite abusive. So I think you will help him with that a lot, and perhaps you have a similar background too. Now let's go to the King in Staves and see what's happening here. There's things in your childhood that's coming up to the surface, and it's going to transform you. There's transformations that are happening all over the place, and they have been happening all year to a lot of us. It's going to entail you becoming more like, there's more wits about you, more street smart. I think you're a passionate man, a man of action. You're very generous, and you're going to become no less of that, but more street smart, more sharpened communication. Maybe you're in sales. I see you as an artisan here, so I don't know what it is you put together. I'll look a bit closer at that. Yeah, maybe you put together people. Maybe you're a therapist. No, I'll take it again for the third time. Therapist. Therapist. Thank you. Oh, that was really Swinglish. Maybe you're a therapist, and a very good one. And there's some kind of transformation that's going to happen within you, and that's going to help you very much in your work. So I can't say that it's a study of any kind. I think it's just in your personal development. And that's the thing, when we work with people, we have a great responsibility to be able to look inside. We don't have to be perfect human beings, certainly not, but we have to be aware of our foibles, be aware of our weaknesses, be aware of our strangeness, if you like, however you want to put it. We have to be aware. The reason for that is if we're not aware and we're talking, we're in therapy, or I'm not a therapist officially, but working with people, if we're not aware of these things, then it's very easy to sit and project our own problems. So, without understanding it. So it's quite dangerous in that sense. But first, you're going to have a holiday, all of you, both of you at least. Yeah, you're going traveling. Hey, Aries, off to new adventures. And I think that's both for the Queen and the King of Staves. Now, I want to look closer at the cards here. We saw the match to this one, and it's the young man and the Queen of Staves that haven't met yet. But we have two more cards. So first, this is Cancer's card. It's called Movement in my tarot deck. Otherwise, it's the Chariot. And we have Tradition, number 5. That's the Hierophant in the traditional deck. Yeah, absolutely. The Movement or the Chariot has to do with this new man who's going to mature immensely through being with you and talking, living, and learning with you. And I think this is probably your relationship, I think this is where it'll end. I said end, and that was it. that's the beginnings in reverse. It's an end. So this is where you will end up, with a very strong intuitive contact, and certainly you will move together, if not get married. That'll be great. Congratulations. Love all around in that reading. Let's have a look at the oracle cards. I have an audience, I didn't know. And in the path of the soul, you have doves. And it says, the doves represent the cycling from the old to the new. It's important to remember that you're not alone during these times in your spiritual journey. The doves are here to remind you to allow the peace and love to nurture you through this time of change. Wow, that's nice, huh? We saw with you, King of Staves, there's a lot of transformation. It's probably the same even for the female Aries. You will receive the energy and strength to do what needs to be done. You're fully supported. Know that it's okay to ask for the support you need. This cycle will end soon, and you will experience the full bounty and beauty of this wonderful growth. Wow. And we saw it even in your King of Staves work with his clients. So it's looking good. And the karma card, the sum of one's actions. Positive karma. You've done a lot of good on this planet, and the universe is rewarding you in her favors. Life feels a little easier, a little more colorful, a little more beautiful. You're walking on the path toward your Dharma, which creates the greatest karma one can experience. By saying yes to the purpose of your soul, you're saying yes to the greater power of the universe. Continue devoting your life to the service of spirit, and life will continue to unfold its wonders. That's quite magic. Thank you very much for watching. Love and light.